You bank somewhere. Put those deposits in your bank. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. For today's installment of our quote series, we're going to discuss the phrase, pay the Pied Piper. Now this comes apparently from a story back in the 1200s where a young man came into a town, chased off the rodents that were infesting that town, and was going to do that for a certain amount of money. And turns out the townsfolk didn't end up wanting to pay the young man, so he started playing his instrument, and he actually called the children out of the town. So not to focus too much on the town, I'm just giving a cursory mention of it, really, so we can address this saying that still exists today. And I imagine that you've heard it. If you have, let me know. If you haven't, let me know. That'd be really interesting. Pay the Pied Piper. It still has this meaning today of this consequence that may or may not be experienced if we don't pay a high or a seemingly high price in exchange for something. And what I immediately think of is how I will ask clients or prospective clients, one question that I like to ask is, how much, if you're willing to look into that and to consider that, how much did you pay last year in interest dollars alone on the things that you financed? Now, some of that may be a little deeper. We'll have to dig to find out closing costs and things that may not appear directly on a statement, but it holds true that, like Nash says in his book, the average American is paying right at 34.5% interest alone. So a third of every dollar that we earn is paid in interest alone. That's money that forever leaves our hands. So again, if you're willing to look that up for yourself and consider the problem that we have, what I'm going to say is that it's too expensive. It's too expensive. It costs too much to do conventional financing. It costs, and I'm not trying to get exactly into the discussion of cash is king versus debt and leverage and OPM, other people's money. What I'm saying is that you can become your own banker, and that by abdicating our responsibility and ability to perform the banking function for ourselves in our own lives, in our households, in our businesses, in our investing, whatever it is that we're already doing, by abdicating the banking process to someone else, it's costing us too much. You know, Nash has this concept in his Becoming Your Own Banker book of use it or lose it. Of course, he also has the concept of the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules. So these are principles that I'm encouraging you to read about and to learn for yourself. And why? Well, because there's this problem of we're paying a third of every dollar that we earn just in interest alone. And it's too expensive. It's too much. This is our own infestation of the system such as it is. And the paradigm shift is to not be beholden to 2 years of financial checking and you fronting all of the collateral and you accepting all of the risk and you fronting all of the deposits that's making the banks money, and you signing your name to a loan for money that didn't exist until you signed that paper, and instead assuming the role of both owner and operator, accounting for your own need of finance. You amass the capital, you deploy your capital, you recapture your capital, and you repeat that process, and you grow that, and you develop that, not abdicating the banking function to someone else because it's just simply too much to pay. And if this has been thought-provoking for you and you'd like to have a conversation about how to implement the infinite banking concept into your household or your business or your life, I encourage you to read R. Nelson Nash's book, Becoming Your Own Banker, and to give our office a call at 828-817-4223. Or you can email durhamtalents@gmail.com. This has been a great pleasure for me. I look forward to our next conversation. Have a great day. Take care. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents. Well, let's do a...
Don't give your deposits to the rats. Okay, that's a little strong, maybe. I'm not talking about the people, okay? There's lots of beautiful people out there.
To pay a high unfair price, while if not paid, there will be dire consequences.
Now what? Are we done here? What's happening? Who's got my coffee? Who's got my coffee?
It's now time to have my lunch. Good day.